Hi there. We have Rob Reuter with us today. Welcome to Network in Action, Rob.
All right. Thank you, Jessica.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, I have been in business for 20 years in the technology arena. And outside of technology, I am a golfer. I play poker. I am working on growing skills in motorcycle riding and, plan to do some get out and enjoy some things in outside of business as well.
I love that. Share with us a little bit about what inspired you to start this journey with your company.
Well, it really started as an outgrowth of my teaching. I taught for a computer training business, and my students would come in and bring me their issues or their challenges that they had. And I was constantly noting that oftentimes what they were struggling with was not the products they were finding, but actually it was more the change. And so I took on the challenge of whether or not I could help them better by offering custom services that were unique to them rather than the mass market appeal.
Okay.
And so that's what I work for, is the small business owner who needs custom solutions to their specific problems.
Okay. Now, I know that you solve lots of different kinds of problems and you probably have many favorite stories over the years, but can you share with us one that you're super proud of, or maybe a favorite customer service story that you have?
Oh, I'm gonna hang myself here. Sorry. I think we have to go back one.
Go.
So one of the things that have happened to me is I actually have been a advisor in a cybersecurity incident, specifically with ransomware. And it was particularly notable because of the timing and how it impacted the business. My customer called me just before I walked into a classroom at Gonzaga and was telling me there was something strange going on and that he didn't understand what was happening. And he described it to me. And I immediately told him, Eric, you need to shut off all the computers. You need to shut the whole business down. I will be there as soon as I can. And so he did thankfully do what he was advised, and I was able to get to him, and that was a Monday afternoon, and we started working on recovering. It took us until Thursday to get them back online with that. And the only reason why we were able to do that is because of the strategies that have been implemented to put their business on good practices, so that I knew as his consultant that I could trust the backups that they had, and we didn't have to pay the ransomware, and everything was able to be fixed in time. And that's the strategy that I try to work with IDIC Designs customers on, is have a plan, be ready when the incident happens.
Yeah. Be ready. I love that. This is such a big topic, and it's going to become more consuming as all of our businesses have moved online, many of them. And it is terrifying. I think all small business owners' worst nightmare, right? Coming true. So it's super important to have a cybersecurity person in your sphere of influence. Tell us what makes your offer special or different.
Well, I think it's that exactly. I try to build my business around the idea that there's a lot of ways of doing things. In fact, it's built into the term IDIC Designs, because IDIC stands for infinite diversity in infinite combination. So there's not a one size fits all. And so I work with my customer base to, first, they take some ownership. They have to be there on the ground when things happen and have some ideas of what to do, or who to reach out to and contact. So that's a vital part of my relationship with my customers. And then I try to offer a product line like my new $50 per workstation offer, which gives small business owners a budget that they can put together and say, this is what I spend to make sure that tomorrow and the day after I will be able to run my business without worrying about the next email that comes in and so on.
I want to make sure all of the listeners got that. You're putting together an offer for small business owners that's going to be an affordable price point of $50 per workstation to be able to be protected.
Yes, and for the industry, that is a very, very
That's incredible.
affordable price point, because most of the competitors are looking for big packages. They're looking for big companies that can pay a premium, and I really have the burden for the small startup, the business owner that really wants to scale someday, but they don't have the resources now. They need the help now so that they don't lose their business on their way to bigger things.
Well, I'm sure that your phone is going to be blowing up after people see this, because this is something that the small business owner needs. So tell us, what is the best way to get in contact with you?
Well, you can see my website, of course, at idicdesigns.com. There's some information on my service and how that breaks down in the managed services provider and cybersecurity. You can also reach me by email. I'm usually most responsive there, robr@idicdesigns.com. And in a crisis, in a urgent need, 509-991-6862 is my direct phone number.
Don't wait until a crisis, folks. Call Rob today. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to Network in Action. We're honored to have you join.
All right. Thank you, Jessica.